Someone clears their throat next to you. Suddenly a million thoughts go through your head. Oh god. Are your headphones unplugged? Is your appearance that intolerable? What? How can I get the person I'm obsessed with to also be obsessed with me, but in the most not crazy way? Ow! Thanks! Yeah, then I'll figure out what my schedule is and text you, okay? Sounds lovely. Looking forward to hearing from you then. Same to you, Pookie Wookie.
Huh?
Hello my loves, I'm Degenerate and welcome back to First Base. Today we're going to be continuing by doing day 2 because it is out now. Pretty late, but doesn't matter. I'm doing it now. Had to fix my saves, it's all over the place. I'm gonna replace this third one depending on what happens today. We're supposed to be going axe throwing, I'm pretty sure. That was what they talked about before, so that's what we better do. The sun filters through your window, waking you up before your alarm goes off, a sense of elation following you out of your dreams. You've never been a morning person, but today you're filled with so much energy. Memories of last night flooding your mind. That's also a perfect date. It almost felt like a dream. You hung out with the Dakota Cly. Are we saying that right? And he wasn't that bad of a guy. Heck, he even took rejection like a champ. When did we reject him? Honestly, it was fun. You feel like you might have said that already, but it just goes to show how enjoyable being with Dakota was. Not only was it fun, but he also wants to see you again. He was incredibly excited about the chance to hang out even more. And you can't help but feel a little excited about it too. There's a small part of you that worries about how he doesn't seem to have any interests or hobbies outside of baseball. But that probably just means you need to get to know him better. No doubt he'll let slip something he's interested in before you know it. Your phone lets out a chipper ding, and you swipe at it eagerly, going straight to your messages. To your delight, you see exactly what you were hoping for. A good morning message from Dakota. Already typing away. It makes you giddy to see it, and you resist the urge just to kick your feet. He just has your heart in his grasp, and it makes you so happy that you're more than eager to send a quick good morning reply in return. Once he knows you're awake, the texts come flooding in, and you have a bit of difficulty keeping up. He's so chatty. You know he was talkative in person, but it's almost overwhelming in text form. After a few back and forth messages, he's double checking. Okay. If you'd like to go to that axe throwing place at the mall. Oh my gosh. Which sounds like so much fun. You've always wanted to try axe throwing, and you bet Dakota could teach you to do it amazingly. Just as you finish that thought, your phone alarm goes off, causing you to jump in place. You forget that you hadn't turned it off after waking up. You turn it off and are suddenly reminded of the fact that you're a college student. Oh wow. Which means you don't actually have all the free time in the world to go axe throwing. Stop. Whenever you want, you open your schedule app and... Yup, you have your literature class to attend today. Literature. I'm gonna throw an axe. Your disappointment suddenly surfaces as you realize you won't be able to go axe throwing today. It's like, bro, you aren't sure how to forget about it so easily. Maybe the book was so awful you were trying to forget? Considering you're reading Taming of the Shrew, you probably forgot on purpose. For a moment you consider skipping the class, but then decide against it. Why don't we just shoot ourselves then? How about that? You can't afford to let your GPA drop any further than it already has, so it's best to just get the class over with. You sigh loudly, yeah. In your room, feeling your energy already starting to deflate. You glumly text Dakota, you'd love to go, but you have class to attend, and you can't afford to miss it. There's a short pause, but he texts back, letting you know he understands, and that the two of you will plan to go another time. This sucks, bro. I'm so excited for that, bro. You can't help but smile and heart his message. So grateful for how understanding he is. At the very least, you can complain about the class to him afterward. Get out already. With Dakota informed, you pack up your things and get yourself ready for class. You're not looking forward to a boring day of literature class, but what can you do? Go axe throwing maybe? Just a thought. With a half-hearted mood, you step out of your dorm room to start the day. Your day. Whatever. Having pretty much dragged yourself to class, you're glad to find out you aren't late. A bit of shock considering how much you dragged your feet. Your feet are complaining just as much as you are from the rough walk. Seems most of the college walkways use gravel, and dragging your feet on them really takes a toll. Why were you... Maybe you can't treat yourself to a spa trip later. I said can't. You can. You could do that, but you can't go axe throwing. Though you're not exactly sure where you're going to get the funds for that. Part of you is wondering where all the energy you woke up with went. It was like the moment you couldn't hang out with Dakota, it got sapped away in an instant. Was he that much of a positive influence on you? Could be. Pushing those thoughts away, you slump into your chair with as loud of a thud as you can make without alerting everyone else in the class. It's not a very loud thump in the end, so no one even glances in your direction. You're both relieved. What? Oh, relieved. Relieved and disappointed by this outcome. You wanted somebody to look at you? Like a zombie trying to scratch the door open, you pull out your laptop and struggle to open it, digging your nails into the side just to flip it open. Flip the lid up. Whoopsies. You're putting so little energy into lifting the lid, it's actually quite painful in your nails. Your mind wanders for a moment, wondering if excessive wrist pain could be more painful than this. For a moment, you consider comparing the two. Though on second thought, you'd rather not develop arthritis from overworking your wrists to put the two on a comparative scale. After several failed attempts to lift the lid with just your nails, you decide to stop dilly-dallying and actually open your computer. Ew. The computer starts up, auto-opening into the tabs you need, including your project, which as of now is blank. You sigh as you stare at the screen. You had plans to work on it, but things got in the way, like having a lunch date with Dakota. On a list of priorities, you list that as far more important than a college assignment. I'm gonna assume that's supposed to say is. Even if you probably shouldn't. Instead of getting started on the project, you decide to recheck the requirements for your assignment. Duh. As you've learned all throughout your school years, rechecking the assignments is the best way to stall. Nice. If a teacher looks over your shoulder, they just assume you forgot. Forbidden techniques like these help with your sanity. Oh, God. Suddenly, no. God damn, that scared me. Someone clears their throat next to you. Suddenly, a million thoughts go through your head. Oh, God. Are your headphones unplugged? Is your appearance that intolerable? What? Bro, you need to go to your class. What did I say? You whipped your head around so fast you end up not recognizing who it is at first, but as soon as you do, it's Dakota. What are you doing, buddy? You're stunned. He's here. Dakota. Lie. Dakota asked you on a date and was hella smooth about it, Clyde? Get out. Why is he in your literature class? Hey. How surprising we're in the same class. Very surprising. This is very surprising. It says something about, I knew you'd pick this class, so I picked it too, or something like that. This guy is freaky. You didn't think you'd be the type to choose this class, so you didn't mention being into reading. But I guess it makes sense? Question mark? Like, what? Perhaps he's here as an easy elective, just to get enough credits to graduate. Maybe his parents forced him here, to show off their son is both sport smart and book smart. It doesn't matter. It's honestly quite a good thing. You were just going to bitch to him about the book. Yeah. Wait, why are you surprised? You've been in this class for a couple of weeks now. You should have noticed him by now. Huh. So come to think of it, you hadn't really thought of Dakota until yesterday when he took you out. I'm about to say. Maybe you just missed the fact that he was in this class? This had to be the case. There are quite a few people in this class, and you two must have just missed each other until that day at the baseball field. That was the only explanation. Well, I suppose that's convenient. I was just looking for you. You see, the teacher claims I'm a bit stuck in my interpretation of the book. I thought a second opinion would be good, and who better than you? Who better than me? Shit, you haven't written a single goddamn character in your essay. You're gonna have the most dog shit take ever. And you would never even breathe in your direction? Again. You have a shit take about this book? Fuck you. I don't want to go out with you anymore. How on earth are you gonna assist him in something you haven't even started? Well, can I read what you've written? Sure, let me get it up. Let me get it up? Okay. You click uselessly at your laptop, trying your best to fake lag. Hey, if you've written nothing, your secret's safe with me. Okay. Baseball gives enough stitches. Alright, in your panic, you had forgotten Dakota was a regular student and not a super strict teacher's pet, who was only doing this for his scholarship. You instantly snap back to your usual clicking speed. Doing so at such an impressive speed, your laptop does actually lag. Once it loads, it shows the blank document. It's not like you were expecting words to have magically appeared on it between sitting down and talking to Dakota. But it would have been nice, speak English, if the universe had done so. That's quite alright. It's a bit of a tough read for beginners. I'll give you that. What part are you struggling with? I'd be glad to help you. Your cheeks flush with embarrassment at the offer. It's not that you're a bad reader. It's just that you've always struggled with Shakespeare. I feel like everyone struggles with Shakespeare. That guy made up his own language. His use of archaic words, you see what I mean? The specific intonation of his writing and the obtuse way his characters speak to each other. Frankly, you find it hard to believe that any of his words have become such beloved classics. Well, I'm kind of struggling to just get through reading it without falling asleep. That's why I was trying to read it at the baseball field that day, to force myself to focus on reading it. And it might have worked if a ball hadn't come flying towards me that day. Fortunately for me, that you were there then, because it allowed me to meet you. Aww. You feel yourself flush again. It's crazy, we keep falling for all of his tactics. You can barely believe Dakota's so interested in you. What did you ever do to get his attention like this? Well, let me tell you about my interpretation of the story, and then we can work on it from there to help start your essay. I'd really appreciate that, thank you. Anything for you, of course. Oh, how smooth. Alright. Dakota chuckles for a moment before clearing his throat to continue. I thought he was about to start actually reading it, And I would have to like be like, "Doth art thou," like some shit. See, my interpretation is pretty straightforward. Everyone loves Bianca, but they don't see the value of Katharina just because she's a little feisty. Then she married Petruchio? What kind of... And he whisks her away to his home, where he truly and properly tames her?
Huh?
What? Shakespeare. Naughty, naughty. She becomes his perfect, loving, doting wife with just a bit of encouragement. What? It shows that you can make anyone become your perfect partner with a bit of care, attention, and the right persuasion. Oh! Skeptical is what I am. Really? The story's pretty straightforward, honestly. In fact, I'd say it's one of Shakespeare's least complicated works. Okay. But the teacher seemed to give me a strange look after I was done explaining that. Honestly, who are they to judge? No one actually knows what Shakespeare was thinking. But I think it's obvious. Okay. Whoa. It's a tame or be tamed world. And I happen to like doing the taming. Oh, this is getting very scandalous, for sure. What was that? I did not like that, though. With persuasion? What? No. Is that really his interpretation of the book? Frankly, you haven't even finished reading it, so far from your place to have a nuanced interpretation of the book, but it seems a little bleak. Still, it's the Dakota Clyde talking about the book. You can impossibly believe a harmful view was the right one to have. He was just explaining his view of the story. Okay. It probably wasn't as bad as he made it sound. Even if it was, he was just explaining what he read. Sounds like coercion. That's what it sounds like to me. Whoever that guy... I already forgot their name. Naughty man. Bad. He doesn't actually believe taming people into being the perfect spouse was a good idea. He literally just said it. Like, he said it to you. He said it. Out loud. No red text. That's an interesting interpretation of the book. I can understand why the teacher might feel weird about it. But it's just your perspective. It's not that crazy. It's not that crazy. I'm gonna end it right there. See, you get me. You really get me. You just gave him permission to coerce you. This shit isn't, like... I wouldn't trust that if I were you, I don't know. He doesn't actually think that that's... He just told you. He just said it. He likes doing taming. He just said it. I don't think he was joking. Yeah. I don't know, that's just so crazy to me. Even if other people interpret the story differently, there's no denying that Katharina is tamed by the end of the story. She becomes the dutiful, obedient wife and expresses that to everyone in the audience. Whether it's an active intent is an act or intentional. The end result is the same. You definitely seemed enamored with the story. Do you like it? Oh, did you like it? Like it? I loved it. Yeah, especially the part where he forces this woman to be his wife with a little bit of taming. I love it. It's a comedy? Yeah, it's a comedy, right? And lives up to that name. I don't know. What is that word? The subterfuge? Never heard that word before. Of everyone being disguised and fooling each other. The slapstick comedy on display and the actual taming itself. See how he had to slip that in there? It's a riot from beginning to end. Whether or not it teaches a moral lesson is up to the person who reads the story. Personally, I think it's a fun idea to have all these interwoven ideas and plots. And whether or not the taming actually works. It's also up to how well the tactics are done by Petruchio. I don't know what the fuck. People can break. They can break, italics, and be broken. That much is true. It's all about how you wield your hands. You really need to finish reading the book now. Okay. If Dakota's interpretation is anything to go by, the book is funnier than you were giving it credit for. Or maybe he's just crazy. How about that? How about we put that in the ring? Maybe he's a crazy person. And maybe that dark comedy even offers a more nuanced understanding of the concept of taming Katharina. Now the question was, of what little you knew of the book, did you agree with Dakota's interpretation? It's a good interpretation. Offer a different interpretation. You don't like that interpretation. I'm about to say no. Or just offer another opinion. Like, no way. You should just have a straightforward story. Offer a different one. I think I'd rather do that. I don't think it's a bad interpretation, but maybe not the one I would go with. Oh? You said you haven't finished the book, but you think you have a different interpretation? Totally. Well, yeah, I haven't finished the story, but I know the summary and can make some assumptions based on what you said. Actually, my idea stems entirely from how the play opens. How it opens? Do you mean with the nobles joking around with the drunken bum? Yes. I don't know the story at all. Like, me? The real me? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I know Romeo and Juliet. I think the whole point of the story is to convince the drunken bum that this completely ludicrous story is real. Oh, interesting. We know it's a comedy, but where'd I get butt from? We know it's a comedy, which means it's meant to be played up for laughs. It starts with making a bum think he's a noble. The story involves tricking women into marriage. And everything that happens is over the top and ludicrous, right? So why couldn't it be that the nobles are entertaining themselves by telling a dark joke to some random stranger? That's an awfully long joke. Yeah, that's what rich people do. They like playing the long game. Consider it a whole-ass play. Considering it as a whole-ass play. Still, that's an extremely creative interpretation of the story. Gotta hand it to you. Never would have thought of that. Well, yeah. One thing in your mind is, how can I get the person I'm obsessed with to also be obsessed with me, but in the most not crazy way? Ow! Thanks! Honestly, I would have thought that up on my own. Having you here to chat about it really gets the juices flowing. Do they? Your cheeks flush for the third time! At the realization of what you said, you give your head a little shake and try to laugh it off. You know what I meant! You stupid, stupid boy. I bet I could finally start writing this assignment and reading the book seriously now. And it's all thanks to you. Well, I'm happy to be of help. You're a huge help. I doubt I'd be able to finish this assignment without you. Dakota looks like he's about to say something more when the teacher finally clears his throat to get the class's attention. It seems like it's time to actually listen to his lecture properly instead of talking amongst ourselves. Dakota seems a little annoyed, but the both of you turn to the teacher and pay attention to what he's saying. You open the tab on your laptop to your notes section. You hastily type down notes to the best of your ability, though it's always been a little hard for you to follow along to the lecture and take notes at the same time. Meanwhile, Dakota just looks bored. He leans against the table and staring blankly at the teacher as if he'd rather be doing anything else in the world right now. You can't really blame him. You'd rather be doing anything else as well. Like axe throwing. Hey guys, that's an idea. Let's just itch. It's crazy how much energy you had conversing with him a moment ago, and now it feels like the teacher is sucking it all away. Again. College can be such a bummer. What are we doing here? Every now and again you catch him glancing your way, though it's hard to tell if he's actually looking at you or something past you. Girly pop. More than once you try to catch his eye, only for him to turn away just before you'd catch him dead to rights, staring at you. So the previous question, let's see if we can answer it now. It's a strange sensation to be sure, making you wonder more about what's going through his head than whatever the professor is currently rambling on about. But whatever it is he's doing, it's an added distraction, making it difficult to keep accurate notes. So we already can't pay attention. Now it's making it worse. Not that your notes are looking fantastic to begin with. Not that your notes were looking fantastic to begin with. A lot of it was just... What? Was you just keyboard smashing a summary of what he just said and hoping to organize it later? Lectures were definitely your least favorite part of trying to learn anything in college. A grueling hour and a half of lecture finally passes, and the teacher wraps up the class for the day. He reminds everyone that the assignment is due very, very soon, and you've grown alongside the others, since you still have so much work left to do on it. Though, if it wasn't for Dakota, you'd be even further behind than you already are. As much as I'm enjoying the book, the lectures are always a bit of a drag. You can say that again. Like, can't you get with the times? Summarize it in 10 minutes or less already. Yeah, make a TikTok about it. Not all of us are taking this class as a core of our major. You're so right. I agree with everything you say, ever. I only took this class because it'd be an easy elective. I always forget that they like to ramble on about nothing regardless of that fact. I know, right? It's like, come on guys, we're not here for your class specifically. We're here to follow our major. What's our major again? You get me. You really get me. I love repeating words. Hey, since you still need to finish your assignment, what do you say the two of us hang out some more, and I can help you understand the book more? It's a tempting offer. Dakota wanted to spend more time with you? You'd love to take him up on it. Honestly, I could use the help, but I've got some homework I need to finish tonight first. I don't suppose we could hang out another day. How about tomorrow? Might as well just inject yourself into my bloodstream. You won't be able to put off the assignment for too much longer, seeing as it's due soon. I know you're right. Yeah, tomorrow's fine. Just text me when you're free to meet up. If it's for you, then I'm always free. Nigga doesn't have a life. You feel your face flush for the 4th time. A little at that. Does he actually mean that? Whether he does or not, it makes you feel a little flustered that Dakota Cly, of all people, is more than willing to help you out. Yeah, then I'll figure out what my schedule is and text you, okay? Sounds lovely. Looking forward to hearing from you then. Same to you, Pookie Wookie.
Huh?
He gives you a kiss on the cheek, and you can't help but smile and feel butterflies in your stomach from the interaction. He didn't just ask you out for fun. He likes you. He really likes you. You finish packing up your laptop and make your way back to your dorm. Interesting. I didn't know that was allowed. You are so loud with everything that you do. After a long day of classes, you feel all the energy drained from your body the moment you step through the door to your room. With little care, you plop your bag on the floor and flop face first onto the bed. Come on, email. Your whole body is complaining. You haven't had enough to eat due to your limited budget. You've had to sit through boring classes to keep your GPA up. Your feet are pulsing with pain from all of the walking and grating against gravel. What kind of shoes do you have? And you can hear your neighbors playing thumping music. The only highlight of your day so far has been getting to spend time with Dakota, even if just for a short period of time. You feel fortunate that he's been willing to put up with you so far despite everything going on, and wonder if or when he's going to get sick of you. Doubt it. It's hard enough for you to put up with yourself some days, let alone forcing others to deal with you. You don't know what Dakota sees in you, but you're glad he sees it because your mood would be far worse without his encouragement. As if on cue, your phone dings, and you lazily pull it out of your pocket, barely even having the energy to turn your head from the comfort of being buried in the pillow to look at the screen. It's Dakota texting you. It's almost like he knows that I'm on my fucking bed. Opening it, you see a cute animated GIF that he sent to cheer you up. It's actually pretty funny, and you can't help but get a chuckle out of it. You quickly send a lighthearted reply back in return, and you feel some of your energy returning. Aww. He just seems to always know what you need, doesn't he? Just from that little exchange, you feel like you can get your homework done that way? Oh, you can get your homework done. That way, you won't have to put off hanging out with Dakota any longer than you have to. Grabbing your laptop from your bag, you set it up on your desk and get ready to start your homework. Other than the assignment Dakota is going to help you with, you still got to write an essay for your history class and do that short research paper for your diversity and culture class. Oh wait, our major is psychology, right? Like something psychological? You swear classes just love making you do essay after essay for them. Ugh. Don't the teachers get tired of reading them? Clearly not. Whatever, it's not your school. You're just following the curriculum. Just as you're opening your tabs to get started, you notice something strange. The light next to the camera on your webcam is on. When did he have time? That's strange. You shouldn't have any programs open that use your camera. Webcam. Same thing though. You glance around your taskbar for any programs that might be using it, but nothing comes up. Strange. You shrug it off and decide to focus on your homework, figuring it's probably just a software glitch. I would not brush that aside. You have like, what, tape? Something? A sticker? Bam! Right on the camera. Like, what? Your laptop is kind of old and was on that cheap end to begin with anyway. Though as you get to work, you can't help getting the strange sensation that you're being watched. Oh, really? Because you saw your camera on, you get this strange sensation. Oh, I might be getting... Someone might be watching me, maybe from my camera, like... Get out. Yo, we didn't even bother to put a sticker or nothing to be like, oh, maybe I'll be a little cautious and just... Nothing? Anyways, that was first base day 2. Yeah, I was really much looking forward to the axe throwing, but fine. We have to go to our literature class in order to get our GPA up. We're scholarly like that, that's why. That was actually very short. Nice, short, and cute. Sweet! Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated, of course. And subscribe for more. This guy is definitely something, for sure. So, with all of that being said, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, my loves.